Welcome back to Fantasy Football by Committee, powered by Flurry Sports. It can be tough to win a fantasy league on your own, but at FFBC, we will work together to bring home the hardware. Hosted by Zach Bruner and the rest of the Flurry Sports crew, we will give top-level analysis, answer your questions, and, well, go off on other tangents.
That was after I tried to get ChatGPT to admit that 9/11 was an inside job, but it stood firm. It gave quite a few solid points that it was true.
Welcome to Fantasy Football by Committee. The show starts in 3, 2, 1.
I think the biggest news, at least new news right now, is Cooper Kupp. So obviously Cooper Kupp, one of the best fantasy football wide receivers 2 years ago, last year, started out absolutely dominating, and then he tears an ACL, out for the year. We're talking about, is he the wide receiver 1? Is he the wide receiver 2 overall? I think is the conversation we were having. I think it was a show just Luke and we were talking about, like, I like Cooper Kupp at the very least as the number 2 wide receiver over Ja'Marr Chase. But the recent news now, there is a Cooper Kupp injury. He has a hamstring injury, left Rams training camp. Obviously, he got an MRI on it. From everything we have heard, there is no bad news about the MRI, which I suppose is good news. But Cooper Kupp is going to be out for a few weeks. Obviously, it's training camp. It's not something he needs to be there for. So I don't think we need to freak out about it. But Trevor, just knowing the news, knowing Cooper Kupp is coming off of a major injury, has another injury, are you panicking? Are you moving him down your draft board? Are you doing anything at all?
I'm not worried about him at all because as long as he's on the field, they're going to force feed it to him. If it was a aggravation of a knee or like scar tissue forming or something like that on that knee that, he just injured, then maybe I think we're having a different conversation here. But it's August 2nd, and I think every year, at least I get caught by surprise that games don't start till like the 10th of September.
Crazy.
People think it starts the first week of September. It never does. So like, I don't think there's any reason. He's got a month in fantasy football term. That's 4 weeks. I know we talked a little about it offline. Would this injury have him out 4 weeks during the regular season? Probably not. So he's got 4 weeks till the game. So am I worried about it? No.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat as you, Trevor. I think in terms of fantasy, like I told you guys, I'm a big, I own a lot of Cooper Kupp stock across a lot of leagues. I saw that headline last night, Cooper Kupp injury, and the only thing I did was see if Ben Skoranek or whoever is available, just as a fail-safe. Not that you're ever going to need to start Ben Skoranek, given the situation right now. But my first instinct was to look at what Rams receivers are available, just as a final fail safe in case something crazy were to happen.
I think that's fair. I'm not sure if Ben Skoranek's going to be the one to benefit. I feel like he's locked into whatever role he is.
That's fair.
I could see Van Jefferson moving up. I know you're a big Van Jefferson guy. I think people hyped him up so much last year, and they were just disappointed because they raised the bar for him so much and he didn't meet that. So now this year, nobody's on him. So I think that is a possibility. Like, he's going to see more looks in training camp. He's going to develop more rapport with either quarterback who's in there. So I think there's a chance Van Jefferson's stock goes up. And Puka Nacua is almost drafted to be the next Cooper Kupp. So who knows? He just needs snaps. He needs time to develop, and now he's going to get that. So I think that is somewhat interesting. I also am just not really panicking about Cooper Kupp at all. Like I feel completely fine if I have him for dynasty, et cetera, et cetera. However, I think we've talked about this a little bit as well, and we'll get into more draft strategy as August rolls along. But first round pick, second round pick, you need to just not miss. If your guy gets hurt, if your guy, doesn't perform, that's where you're screwed. I'm looking at guys looking for red flags, looking for people to give me reasons not to draft them. I guess to you guys, is this a reason not to draft Cooper Kupp versus Ja'Marr Chase versus Austin Eckler, somebody like that?
To me, it's not. I think if Cooper Kupp is on the field, if he's ready week 1, which I mean, it all sounds that way. It all sounds like, you know, Cooper Kupp is going to be playing football this year. I don't know if there's a bigger target hound in the NFL than Cooper Kupp.
No.
So I think I made the argument that Cooper Kupp should be the number one pick on this show maybe a month or so ago. I'm still kind of in that same range. Like this is not scaring me off of drafting Cooper Kupp, anything like that. I think draft Cooper Kupp. I understand if you draft Justin Jefferson or like Austin Eckler, Christian McCaffrey first, but draft Cooper Kupp high and you'll reap the benefits come fantasy playoffs.
And Trevor's muted.
I know. I mean, it kind of, I guess it sounds weird, but at least fantasy football is such a crapshoot. Like in my opinion, I look at it, it's very important not to miss. But in a lot of leagues, if one of your top 3-round players goes down, that's pretty much the norm for a lot of people, which is crazy to think about. So for me, I look at, is possibly missing him worth passing up on all the extra points he's going to get you compared to an Eckler and a Chase? I like Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase doesn't hold anything to Cooper Kupp's production, and I can't trust him. So could Cooper Kupp go down? Yes. Am I also going to take him understanding that only Cooper Kupp going down is not going to tank my entire season? Yes. But you can be held back from winning a championship because you go for Jamar Chase to be safe over Cooper Kupp.
I think that's fair. And yeah, I mean, I still feel good about Cooper Kupp. I will say, I mean, I think he's going to go down draft boards, which I love. Obviously.
Oh, yeah.
So right now he's going 5th in PPR leagues. That's behind Jamar Chase at 3. Then Austin Eckler, he's 5th. It's just ahead of Travis Kelce's, who I think I actually would take Travis Kelce probably over everybody named Justin Jefferson, in my personal opinion. But that's just me. But then Tyreek Hill's at 7. And Tyreek Hill only does highlights. He only makes highlights. He's going to be shared on social media so much. He's going to hop Cooper Kupp easily. He just will. Because if Cooper Kupp's injured, people will look, oh, he's injured, he's not practicing. And Tyreek Hill is all over Twitter or X or whatever the fuck we're calling it now. Like Tyreek Hill's going to jump him. Is it like they changed the domain on me now? Like
it's still Twitter on my phone. I'm going to sell it for $100,000.
I mean, your phone also can't log into Instagram, I think. So, I mean, there's multiple.
It's a little give and take, man.
Fair enough. But Bijan Robinson's 8. He's going to make highlights in the preseason. He's just going to. Saquon, people are going to get more comfortable with him if he's there. Diggs, I don't know. But like I could see Cooper Kupp dropping to 9. So if I'm in a 10-team league, I get Cooper Kupp at 9 and come around to get a Nick Chubb. Like I feel really good.
Yeah.
I feel really, really good about that.
Yep.